Okay, well, hello everyone. I have now decided that I'm going to do a Engage Railway layout for my living room on a coffee table. And after reviewing all of the possible systems, I decided on a Kato Unitrack system. So guess what's just arrived? Here it is. It's a Kato Unitrack system, and this has actually come from Japan. And I actually managed to order this online with the local provider, which is Lasada. So what I thought I would do for you is I'd do an unboxing system, and basically it's not only unboxing, but it's also unwrapping. Now it's been very well packed, so it's not going to be a quick unboxing system, I'm afraid, but I'll try and make the video as short as I possibly can for you whilst we still have all of the relevant information.
And the bigger.
So, as you can see, first wrapping up, now bubble wrapped, which again seems to have been done extremely well. I have to say that so far I have ordered a few smaller things along the line, and I've been very, very, very happy with the way in which everything's come, because everything comes here to the Philippines directly from Japan. So here we go, this is the system, and what I decided on was the M2 Master 2 series of the Unitrack system. So at the rear of the box there is a full description really of what you're being offered, and it looks a bit worrying to start off with as it looks in Japanese, but actually it's a mixture of Japanese and English. And basically what happens is this is the Master Track 2, and this shows you at the end what you are actually going to get in relation to the layout. And then what you can then do is you can then combine it with other sections which are called the V series. So V1 through to V6, and what this does is it adds to your what you call your master track, or your first plan. On the other side, it does show you other options that you might want to purchase. So everything from, you know, the trains themselves, and then there's a sound box and a cleaning system, and then there's also locations. And then what you can then do is it then shows you where you actually add different sets together, and what you can actually get from those different sets. And that's all on the back of the box. So it's very well explained, and also extremely useful. And then at the end you've just got the details in relations to the actual product itself. So on the end of the box, it actually shows you again the contents of what's actually inside the box. And you can look more detail at the different sections. So I'll just zoom in a little bit, and it tells you exactly what the content is going to be. This helps you then to see exactly how things are going to hopefully turn out. Nothing is on any of the other sides. On the opposite end, it's just a visual record of the actual box itself and its contents. So quite exciting, because that means I can now start to plan the railway. Okay, so now let's start the actual opening of the box. Like I said, it is very, very well packed, very, very well presented. I think I've probably opened this from the wrong side actually, but that's okay. On one end of the box, at the bottom here, this is like a little drawer which you can actually open and you can keep things in, and this is where all the information items are and things of that nature. So there's books and information about all of the actual content and all the things you can purchase, and there's also the little stickers here which I'll talk about shortly. Then when we come to the actual contents itself, that looks like some of this has moved around in the shipping. I'll just put it all back in its correct place, so we can actually see it. So what we have here is this is the whole of the contents of the track itself. And basically we've got, as we call it, 2 points, and in the US they call these switches. Now these actually already have a cable attached with a mechanism underneath which you can connect to the switch boxes themselves, which is very, very useful because you don't have to worry about cabling and things of that nature. So if you're not very good at this sort of thing, which the electrical side is not one of my strongest points, bit of a joke there, points. But so this actually goes easily together, which is very, 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 very useful for anybody who is starting off on a railway. I've done this before many, many years ago in Engage, probably about 50 years ago, and just more recently with OO gauge. What you then have is you have the different track systems. So you've got the circles for the ends of the layout. These are the 2 turnout points. These go onto the points themselves to help with the passing loop. You've got some shorter sections. This is for where you connect the electrical connection to the actual layout itself. Basically, the way that they do their system here is very clever, and it actually just goes underneath here. This is where you connect the whole of the power through a single cable, which again comes with the set itself. You have here what you call a re-railer, but it's very well disguised also as a crossing, a road crossing. So that's built within it. And then of course you have the controller itself. Now what's so very special about the controller is that you actually connect the point mechanisms to the side here. So basically the whole thing is powered through this one unit, so you can change the points. The controller itself is very, very easy to use on a dial, and then you've got a forward, a back and an on-off switch. At the rear, this is where you connect it to your power supply, and then this is where you connect from your power supply into the actual layout itself. And then finally we have the transformer adapter, which also obviously then connects from the electrical supply into this. So we'll come back later when we start putting the track together.